You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so, hi, welcome.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Very good.
Before I brought you guys on, I was like, oh, I'm like the only one that knows anything about food, and I know about hot food, and like food is me, and I'm food. And then Lance was like, wait till you meet these two. So introduce yourselves, because I don't even scratch the surface when it comes to hot and food and somehow bringing it all together.
Well,
I'm Kristin.
I'm Victoria.
And we're Hot Girls Eating.
Yes.
Just say what? What? Am I right? Literally, they're just called Hot Girls Eating.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Just us.
That's your website.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, we met in acting class, and
Roughly 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it on Law and Order? Getting ready for Law and Order?
No.
No, okay.
No.
I feel like that's all they teach you in New York is how to be on one cameo on Law and Order.
No.
well, we're both models, and obviously we decided to get into acting. It's sort of like the thing to do.
Yeah.
And we sort of just gravitated towards
We
each
did,
other.
yeah, and then we started just practicing together for acting, and then eventually I wanted to kind of hang out with her one-on-one, so we went to dinner. And before we went to dinner, I've always been like really big on food, and I've always just,
What does that mean?
Like I eat
Like you
a
like
ton.
eating? 'Cause
I love
like
eating.
Foodies.
But I really appreciate food. I eat a lot, but I eat just so much more than most of my friends. And even people that are like, oh no, I love food, but
Yeah,
then they
that's
eat with
me.
me.
And they're like, oh,
you
love-
eat like 70 times more
Give
than
me
the
an
average
example.
person.
Lunch.
Well,
Like,
the thing
what
is I
could you
eat
eat?
more often. Like I eat like every hour or two, but I think it was more like when I go out to eat. Like if I'm just like running around, like
Yeah.
I definitely need to eat more. My stepdad's always like, Vicky, like God, like can you just like not be
eat.
hungry one time? Because especially if we're like driving or traveling, I'm always like, guys, I'm hungry.
Right.
And they're like, oh, I'm so full still.
But isn't that hard as a model to do you always have to balance that out with
We
watching your
do,
weight?
yeah. We work
Sure.
out a lot, but I mean, a lot of it is definitely genetics because I think I would be a koala if I just like didn't have these genetics. But we work out like pretty much every day.
And also, if I wasn't a model, I probably wouldn't.
Oh, you
be
care as
so
much.
Strict.
Yeah.
Right.
Although my mom's always like on me. She's like, girls that are really tall can't be big because then you look really scary like a mountain.
Yeah, you
Which
look
is
like
quite true.
V. Arthur.
But basically,
Only because of the outfits she was wearing. They put her in those big shoulder pads.
She passed away, right?
I hope so. I mean, I don't hope so. No, but I'm saying for the sake of her not knowing that I just called
Is that
her
part of
big.
your presidential stunt?
Never going to be president. Sorry, never going to be president.
So when we met up and went to dinner, it just sort of was like I was saying in the way that everyone likes food, that's fine. But
Yeah.
what we ordered and the amount that we ordered together, we sort of just went through the whole menu and everything looked really good. We were at this like arepa bar,
Yeah.
and we were like, well, how about we just kind of try all the arepas and
Well,
like
I
all of this.
recommended. I was like,
Yeah,
I
you did. You
literally,
did, 'cause
I can't pick
I don't
one.
think I've ever had an
Let's-
arepa up until we went to that dinner.
I had been
I don't even
dying
know what
to
an
go.
arepa is.
And I like always like
Venezuelan.
wasn't sure when I go with friends like if I'm gonna go all out and like order everything because I
Yeah.
want to, but normally people are like, Vicky, I can't eat that much. Like
Yeah.
I just can't physically fit that into my body. But then when she said that, I was like, yes, hell yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Like we're
She
gonna
was
get
all about
along.
Yeah.
And that's literally what we did because like instead of at least like nibbling on them, we just ate them all.
Demolished it.
Just yeah, and then ever since then, like we were
Foodies
just
unite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that
you-
was the moment that we realized it was love at first bite. Like,
Exactly.
like,
Nice. So you come up with this idea to start a website. What is it?
It's basically just celebrating the fact that women love to eat just
Yeah.
as much as men. Like, we're not shy about it. It's always been like sort of like a closeted thing, like for women
Yeah.
to eat a big meal. Like, oh, like, you know, it's after a breakup, you're at home, you're eating a pint of ice cream. Like, it's not as acceptable, I think, for a woman
Right.
to like really enjoy
Right.
like a big meal in
Yeah, yeah.
public.
yeah.
You know,
Or on a date, it's always like, oh, like
Yeah.
she'll have the salad.
just have a salad.
No, hell no.
Salad
Have the
and
burger.
TikTok.
I have the
Yeah.
ribs, and then
One
bring
of
me
my
a side
friends
order of more
actually
ribs.
married-
Yeah, exactly.
One of my friends married his wife because she didn't drink Diet Coke on the date. That she actually drank Coke, and
Shame
she was
for the
like,
real
he was
stuff.
like, if she can drink Coke on the date and still look good, then she
Yeah.
has the right metabolism.
Now she's, of course, 350 pounds.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got divorced
30
4 years ago.
35
Well, that's
years
like-
later,
that's
they're
why
still
we
married.
are big on like also working out and not. That doesn't mean you eat like that every day,
Right. Yeah.
but you kind of balance it
You
out.
enjoy it.
Exactly.
We're
yeah.
not claiming that we eat whatever we want and we stay fit. Like,
Yeah.
we work really hard to eat whatever we want. So we're not one of those girls that.
But you just have to enjoy. There's just so much amazing food out there,
Yeah.
and like
What's the for someone that's passing through New York? I mean, what style of food do you absolutely have to try here?
well, that's
We
really hard
love
because that's
Italian.
Italian's definitely our
Italian is our
favorite.
thing.
Are you Italian? Are either of you Italian?
I'm part Italian.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Italian.
I grew up in Europe, So I definitely always, you know.
It's just comfort
Try to-
food. It's carbs.
Yeah.
It's bread.
So it's the same
pasta.
food that we eat, but you guys look beautiful and have great bodies. So I just want to know. So you guys are bitches, is basically what
Yeah,
you
pretty
guys
much.
are.
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
Just want to make sure.
They don't
We'll
play
just
for your
like
team as far
let
as I
sort of
know.
people know where to go and what to get, and so it's like a mix of kind of like aesthetics, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and also like somewhere you can go for reviews and to think, okay, I'm gonna go, you know, to New York or LA or whatever and see like, okay, where do they go? Like,
Awesome.
because not only do people love to eat, people do love a scene. People do love to go into places that are like, I mean, I guess we'll have that distinction on our website eventually when we work through it more, if it's a hole in the wall or if it's more of a
Yeah.
sceney place. But like personally, some nights I'll be like, you know what, I want to dress up and I want to go somewhere there's attractive people, but I care about the food. And it's like, we'll let you know where to go for that, or we'll
Right.
let you know where to go for like a faux soup on a cold day or
And
whatever.
also, we
but
classify it according to like how much of a cheat meal it is.
Right.
Is it an everyday eat, or is it
Oh, awesome.
something that you're
Yeah.
gonna work your ass off in the gym?
yeah, and then like what sort of workout that entails, like whether it's just like
Oh,
a
you have that on
light-
there too.
We are working on that.
Yeah,
we just started.
launched the
yeah.
website, so
So it's
sort
going to be
of-
a one-stop shop for just basically all of it.
Basically
And is
all
it
of
catered
it.
toward just women?
Well, we were just thinking about it to maybe incorporate men also, or like couples maybe, because couples
I would
do eat
actually
out
say
a
their
lot.
Instagram page appeals probably to some men as much as it does.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, what's it called? Hot women eating?
Hot girls
Hot
eating.
Hot girls eating. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go with yes.
Hot dog girls.
Yeah,
Hot
I
dog
think we
girls.
probably
dot
do have
eating,
a
yeah,
pretty.
The reason we
pretty
did the
large-
dots is that some people commented, they were saying, okay, I'm glad that you put it in dots because we thought it was hot girl seating.
Yeah.
Like it was a host.
But
that's what the
like a
website is,
restaurant
though.
host.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, good.
That's
Hot
very
girls
funny.
eating.
It's just a website for hot maitre d's is what this basically is.
Susan's asking what the website is again. It's
Hot.girls.
No, actually,
No.
the website
No, it
is
isn't.
hot girls seating.
hotgirlseating.com, but the Instagram is hot.girls.eating.
Yes.
I think that was the name that was available.
Yeah.
That's probably why we chose
Probably.
it.
How long have you been doing it?
It's been about, I want to say, a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year that we started the Instagram page. So.
And you have pretty good interaction. You've been having good.
Yeah, we have
So
girls
far,
that
yeah.
submit photos to
Yeah.
us. Of
Yeah, so that's what I was going
themselves.
to say. How do people get involved?
Yeah, they submit.
They
direct
submit.
message us photos.
We take
and-
photos of our friends, of each other. We kind of look for, you know, just explore and explore page literally and try and
Sort
find
of a
girls, reach
full-time
out to
job.
them.
Trying
Yeah.
to look up these photos.
But
of
people
girls
love it. Like
eating.
so many of our friends will like be really willing to take photos. Like and over mine, like me sometimes at lunch, they'll be like, "Oh, you can take a picture for Hot Girls Eating."
Yeah.
Like they love it.
Yeah. Do you have to be hot to submit a picture? Like, what if I wanted to submit a picture? I don't consider myself hot, but I'd like to.
No,
like,
no,
you're
you
hot.
are.
We
You're
were
hot.
totally
You are
Fishing.
100%
I was just
No,
fishing.
no.
I was just fishing.
100% hot.
Come on, guys. You guys are awesome. All right, so let me put you on the spot. I love pizza.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to wrap myself in like 4 slices and like eat it slowly and like make it last forever. Like I love pizza. So I want a great slice of pizza. Not a fancy wancy like with the too crazy with such thin crust it doesn't work and the top. Like I just want good New York City pizza. Where do I go?
Was gonna say Obica, but once you said too thin,
But that's
not
sort
too
of
thin,
fancy,
that's more of a
too.
fancy
Joe's
than that.
Pizza. Joe's
Yeah.
Pizza, I feel like it's like the classic New York slice. It's
Okay.
my boyfriend's favorite. He's like the
It is
biggest
good.
pizza fan, and that's just like
Joe's
his go-to.
Pizza. Oh,
Yeah.
this is great. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do Italian. I love this.
Italian,
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
Come on, where are we going?
Lilia, Obica.
We just went to this amazing restaurant, Lilia, in Williamsburg.
yeah.
It was so good. It's a must try.
What's the meal? What did you have there that I should
We
have?
had a
did we
lot.
not have?
We had a baked artichoke.
I mean, don't,
With-
I want to go and sit down in a Italian
Right?
restaurant and
Well,
eat
that's
whatever I
the
want
thing.
and look like these guys.
When we order at restaurants,
Are
like,
people surprised?
Oh, always.
They always make a comment like, "Oh, you know, that's kind of a lot of food," and we're
for
just
2
like,
people every time. And
We
this,
got
is, and this is like without dessert, right? We're like,
Yeah.
please.
We're good.
And we end up kind of like ordering on, like we're ordered like Lilia, right? We ordered like a garlic sort of toast with homemade mozzarella and Vitarga,
It was insane.
and a prosciutto with it was
Parmesan butter.
Parmesan butter
Oh.
and balsamic like mustard, and then the artichoke went by, and the table next to us got it, and we were like, okay, we gotta have that. So it's like this whole baked artichoke with like red pepper flakes, Parmesan also, I think,
Wait, you
red
guys could be-
garlic, mint.
You guys could be starting a movement here. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you eat like that, what, twice a week, once a week?
Right? Yeah.
Right. We
There's
go
no
in,
reason
like, once a week.
you
It's
go
a
in
cheat-
for
it's
it,
a
but if
cheat
you're going to
day.
go in, you're going to love it,
Yeah,
right? Because people will
exactly.
suffer their whole lives meal to meal. I'm going to suffer this
Right,
meal, I'm going to suffer
right.
lunch, I'm going to suffer dinner. Suffer breakfast, suffer lunch, suffer dinner. Breakfast all day, every day. They never get to enjoy it. But if maybe once a week you can go
Right.
excuse my French, but balls to the wall,
Yeah.
and like really experience the things that you never get a chance to eat. Well, why not do that?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that actually they said that it's like a scientific thing that it ups your metabolism if you like do.
Yeah,
like,
that's
the
right.
Because your
carb
body
load.
has to
Maybe
work
you know
for
more
like
about it 'cause you're
1,000
you're
hours
into
to get it
fitness.
all.
Yeah,
So maybe
because otherwise your metabolism shuts down. If you just like keep pushing it like too hard, give
Yeah.
it too little,
Yeah.
it's just gonna shut down.
shock it.
But even without the cheat day, the stuff that we post about is like just still good food. I mean,
Right.
it's healthy. Like we both cook, and we just
Yeah, my friends who go to the thing, they don't really care much about the food.
Go to the website.
When they go to the page, they really could care less about the food.
I'm shocked,
Yeah,
Lance.
I
I'm
know.
shocked by that.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about from my team's perspective.
Well, that's
Okay,
fine.
Your
We
team's
need all
your
kinds
team's
of
interested in the
audiences.
tomatoes.
I don't know if my team's interested in the tomato.
Your team might also.
My team might
your
also
team's
be
probably
going
also
further
interested
on.
in the same thing that we're interested in.
Okay, so we did Italian, we did pizza, and I think
Greek.
Ooh.
See, my team knows how to play.
I love Greek food. We went to Greece
Yeah.
last summer.
My stepdad is Greek, so I have a house in Corfu,
wow.
and she came with me.
It was so
We had
incredible.
amazing Greek
Some
food.
of
But
the
outside
best-
of Greece, I love Pilos.
yeah,
in the
Pilos is
East
amazing
Village.
in the East Village.
Yeah.
And Avra.
just opened.
Okay, so this is good. You know what you're talking about. No
Yeah.
one's messing this up. You guys are
Not
really
like the
on the
Siskel
same
and
page
Ebert.
of food. That's
Food.
what you should really bill yourself as.
What's
You know?
that?
The
Oh,
Siskel
yeah.
and
Oh,
Ebert
yeah,
of
yeah.
Thumbs
food.
up, one
Do you
thumbs
do
up.
reviews too? Do you go to a place, do a review, and stick it
We
on there?
do.
So-
That's what's on
Kristen
the
just
website
saw
right
it.
now.
and then you should have a whole
Yeah.
database.
Right.
You know,
That's
like
how-
I want to go to your site, plug in a restaurant to see if you've been there.
Yeah, we
Right.
kind of want to fashion it after like Infatuation,
Yeah.
Eater,
Yeah.
No Bread. Like those are some sort of other review
Right.
type websites. That
Okay.
We're gonna end up writing about like the workouts we like and what sort of we
I
recommend.
help you?
too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We would love that.
Why? We'll wrap this up in a second. But why are people so fascinated by this stuff? Why do you think people are so committed to like checking out what you guys eat and taking pictures of what they eat? I mean, why are we as a society so obsessed with food when no one's eating it? We're all dieting, and yet we're all so obsessed
I
with
think
it.
that's the thing, is because so many people are dieting and they think that's the way, and when they see someone looking good and fit and enjoying their life, that's something that to them is just like, how?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And they think that's the goal, but it's so much easier than that people realize if you just balance it out the right way and you really just do the right steps and you put in good, nutrition. And
Yeah.
even when we go out, we go to these places that really, they have good food. I mean, you're not going to McDonald's. You're
Right.
going to these places that
quality
have
food.
like a lot of times local food and organic and things like that. So even if you're on a cheat day, I mean, if it's good food, it's good food.
It's good food.
Right.
And if
It-
you work out and it's not as, granted, like fine genetics and we have to try a little harder because we have a job, but I think people are fascinated because they know they want to eat that way, but they for some reason think that they have to have just like
They have to be so strict about it.
Yeah.
and just have like a kind bar a day and that's it, but that's not the way at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a dinner to make a reservation for next week.
Yes.
I've carte blanched. I'm in charge of picking out where I'm going. A friend of mine is coming into town.
Yeah.
I was going to get advice, but why not get advice from you guys?
Yes.
I mean, these guys are great. So give me a place to
What
eat.
kind of food?
Yeah.
We're doing we're not on a diet tonight food.
And
so
how
we can
about
eat
as far
anything.
as like atmosphere and price point?
I
You
mean,
thinking
we want to
fancy,
order a lot,
thinking-
so I don't
yeah.
want too fancy. Like I don't want to go crazy, but I'd like to order a couple things off the
In
menu.
the city?
Yeah, in
I
the
like
city.
Vicks.
We
I
do
think
love
Vicks.
Vicks.
was really
Vicks?
good.
Vicks.
Vicks?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's on.
It's on Bond Street.
Or Great Jones.
Oh, Great Jones, because it
Great
goes in
Jones.
Bond Street,
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
into
yeah.
Great Jones. So it's
Italian.
Like
It's
I've
Italian.
lived here for 20
Italian.
years. I've never even heard of that.
Italian,
Great
of
Jones.
course.
It's
Vicks is
Italian?
great. It's smaller. It's really cozy, but it still like has that high end feel.
Okay.
They have,
And
like shared
they
plates.
do, yeah.
The pastas are
I'm afraid to tell
incredible.
you guys
Pizza.
when I'm going because I'm never gonna like get in now, right?
Well, I think
Okay.
now you might get in, actually.
Well, if
Probably
you
be
get
easier.
a reservation
Yeah.
at
It
Vicks,
is?
Vicks is it's pretty simple to get a reservation.
Which is what's good because it would have said things like something like Lilia, or Carbone, but it takes like a
It's
month
Carbone.
at least.
Yeah, I
to-
can't be anywhere where it takes me a month to get
Yeah.
the food to my
Yeah,
place.
so
Like,
Vicks
if I'm
is great
hungry,
for
I
that.
need to eat.
And actually, even like next door, a place called Il Buco is delicious for more of like maybe meat-oriented Italian food.
Okay.
But really, the whole street is delicious. You have Bond Street Sushi.
Yeah.
You have Acme
Lot of-
there. You have
a lot of
Vicks,
options
Il
if you
Buco.
can't get
Yeah.
to one.
Yeah.
Are you guys both doing this full time now?
It's sort of our
It's like a
Part-time.
part.
We're models,
It's a
so-
full-time hobby in a sense.
Right.
Because it's like goes hand in hand with what we do, sort of with work, I guess.
Maybe eventually one day.
Yeah, the goal is to definitely have it be
Full time.
the one and only. Yeah.
Love it. Well, when you get your fitness stuff up and going, like, let me help out in any way I can.
That'd be
I
awesome.
absolutely love what you're doing. I'm 100% on board with it. Don't look at the next guy that's coming up because his biceps are like, no, you can't eat that food. That's crazy.
He's totally judging us.
I got biceps too, man.
It's such great, ridiculous shape. I can't even. It's Hot Girls Eating. hotgirlseating.com or hot.girls.eating on Instagram.
Yeah.
These guys are awesome. Totally check them out. I love it. Why wouldn't you want to have like a cheat meal once a week and just go at it and enjoy yourself and enjoy the food you're eating? We never get a chance to do that, so do it.
Enjoy life.
And if nothing else, just go on the Instagram account and check out Hot Girls
Eating.
which I'm sitting next to two hot girls who are probably going to be eating very soon. Thank you guys so much. I love it.
Thank you.
Come back
Thank you for
again.
having
All
us.
right,
Absolutely.
I'm starving. Like, how do you not
Me
want
too.
Parmesan butter now on like
oh my god, that
focaccia
combo!
bread
The combo was
with
just
like
insane.
melted
With the
cheese and
prosciutto
prosciutto? I mean, I don't even
balsamic
eat prosciutto.
mustard.
I was like,
Balsamic
what?
mustard.
How do I get it in my face?
Let's get a picture.
All right.
And then let's get these guys.